Okay, today we're talking with Pastor Steve Spears about the sacrificial enemy love of God.
Wade, first of all, I appreciate you inviting me to this. I'm looking forward to Sunday night. The Hebrews begins, first chapter, with these words. A long time ago, in various ways, God spoke to us, but in these last days, He has spoken to us through His Son. And I'm wondering, what was the writer of Hebrews speaking about? I mean, they had the scriptures, they had the prophets, they had the apostles, but there was something about God's Son, what Jesus had to say, that was definitive for the Hebrew writer. And he goes on to speak about, Jesus' connection to the Old Testament, Jesus' connection to our life, our human life, and how Jesus literally reinterprets everything. And so I'm wondering, as the church, for the last 2,000 years, we've been trying to really figure out what does it mean for us to follow Jesus. And sometimes we've gotten it right, sometimes we've gotten it wrong, sometimes we've just kind of had a mix there. But in these last days, as we would say that we are in, I'm wondering what would it mean for the church, specifically the Pentecostal church, to take Jesus' words seriously, especially His Sermon on the Mount, where he makes these strange claims that those who are blessed are the ones that are poor in spirit. Those who are blessed are those who are persecuted. Those who are blessed are those who mourn. What's going on there? And then he also goes on to talk about love, God's love for not just those near us, our neighbors, but also God's love for our neighbor, and how he even offers critiques of the Old Testament scriptures, which he studied and read as a Jewish person, where he talks about you've heard it read, or you've heard it said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I say, no, don't return evil for evil. He also says, you've heard it said that we should love our neighbors. But I say you should love your enemy as well. And we know that. We teach our children that in Sunday school. But it seems like as we get older, as we become adults, as we become mature in the things of God, we think that might be a simplistic way of looking at life, or even worse, an unrealistic way of looking at life. But I'm just wondering, as we think about our Lord and the fact that He has gone to the cross for us, and what does that mean for Him to, as He's on the cross, to forgive and to actually extend that forgiveness to those who are even putting Him to death? What does it mean for us to take the words of Jesus more serious, let them be definitive for our life, and specifically what we're talking about on Sunday night is what does it mean for us to live out that enemy love? And so I'd like to have that conversation. I certainly don't have the last word on that. I certainly don't have all the answers to that. But for me personally, as a matter of my witness, when I say Jesus is Lord, I want to take His words seriously. And what does it mean for me to embrace what He means by loving even one's enemy? And for me, it's a matter of witness, and it's a matter of pastoral care as well. So I'm looking forward to that conversation.
Absolutely. If you are in that area or neighborhood and would like to join in this conversation, we're going to do this on Sunday night, this coming Sunday night, at Spring Place Church at 6 p.m. You're invited to come and to share, and this is a time of conversation where that we will be talking with Pastor Spears, allowing him to share and to invite you into that conversation by asking questions. And this is a safe place where you can ask questions. So we look forward to seeing you, and thank you for your time.
Amen.